Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today I'm going to be shedding light on the top 3 ways of how entrepreneurs can maximize their productivity when growing their businesses. How is this possible, you may ask? Well, the first way is to remove all distractions from your life. What does this entail? Well, get rid of all frivolities. Do everything you can to minimize the time that you allocate towards frivolities. In other words, you may want to check your email every 3 days. It would behoove you to turn off your smartphone when working. You could condense all your shopping down to 1 trip a week. You can have multiple chargers. Record how your time is earmarked throughout the day, and see what steps you could take to eliminate those unwarranted trips. Your time is sacrosanct, it's non-replenishable, it's finite, it's invaluable, it's indispensable. Don't needlessly or aimlessly deplete it. Don't be desultory. The second way that you can maximize your productivity if you're an entrepreneur is by focusing on one thing at a time. In other words, if you want to attain unprecedented results, you need to put forth an unprecedented amount of focus, concentration, and effort into accomplishing a single task. For instance, if you're adamant about growing a YouTube channel, then spend hundreds of hours on it a week. Don't try to grow a multitude of businesses simultaneously. You want to be the best of the best. You notice that's the top tier athletes, they practice one sport. The billionaires, they stick with one business. Their their foci are not all over the place. They just remain steadfast on growing one business at a time. And then, of course, it'd behoove you to delegate responsibilities if those responsibilities are not aligned with your core competencies. Focus on what you can do best, outsource the rest, and see how everything can be interlinked. Try to see the connections between all facets of your business. Try to see the holistic nature of the organization and see how these causes will bear predictable effects. We live in a cause and effect simulation in this multiverse we perceive as reality, but try to understand how everything can be synchronized together. For instance, try to see the long-term effect of marketing your business, how it helps you build your brand recognition, boost your sales revenue, boost your profit margins, build your brand equity, build your brand loyalty, and attain the lifetime value of customers. And have contingency plans. So if something doesn't work or is not going as planned, you want to be able to re-strategize and refine your plans, revamp your plans, and experiment with new plans that are apt to work. So, in a nutshell, to recapitulate, focus on one business at a time if you want to attain the highest level of success that you possibly can. Your focus needs to be relegated to a single business. Unfortunately, you only have a finite amount of time, a finite amount of energy to expend, and you don't want it to be all over the place. You don't want to settle for insipid mediocrity. You want to attain unprecedented growth, the highest possible level that crosses a chasm and crosses a threshold and renders you a trillionaire, ideally. The third way is to try to get as much sleep as possible. You should be regimented, if possible, with your life, meaning try to sleep at least 8 hours a day, eat only fruits and vegetables, drink distilled water, make sure you have your vegan vitamins, which encompass vitamin D3 and vitamin B12, in the form of vegan supplements. Don't use any oils or oxidized. Don't eat any bastardized, synthetic, adulterated, man-made products. Don't eat any whole grains. They decimate the microvilli, which break down the complex amino acids. Don't eat any animal secretions, animal carcasses. Don't eat anything that ravages the DNA nor shortens the telomeres. And by fasting, you'll be able to enter autophagy, decimate more senescent cells, cancer cells, and allow your body to be on the mend rather than being burdened with the responsibility of digesting food that's arduous for it to digest. So sleep and eating healthy are paramount activities that you need to partake in if you want to truly be able to elicit the highest form of yourself and be as productive as possible in the upcoming years. So to summarize in short, the 3 steps and the 3 ways that you can maximize your productivity when growing a business as an entrepreneur entail the following: minimize your distractions, cut out all frivolities, record and jot down where your time is earmarked throughout the day and see what can be eliminated. Thousands of frivolities throughout the year just waste your time, and you don't want to hemorrhage time. Time is money, so just be acutely aware of that. If you need to hire people to outsource tasks to, then do so, especially if you believe that it warrants a cost. You have to do a cost-benefit analysis with these decisions, and if you're making over $10,000 per month, then it would undoubtedly merit the cost. You'll hire other people to delegate responsibilities to that consume your time and take you away from growing your business. The second way that you can maximize your productivity, second step, as I stated thus far, would be to put it towards growing one business at a time. Don't lose your focus. Don't stray off the path. Don't veer off the path of success. Don't diversify your your foci, allocate it towards growing one business at a time to an unprecedented degree. Your attention shouldn't be in different businesses. It should be aimed towards growing one business. And if you feel it's guided because other people are telling you to diversify your time allocation, just put on blinders and focus on fostering unprecedented growth for one business at a time. Cultivate that business and allow it to produce profuse abundance, and allow it to become a success that was unfathomable and inconceivable by putting in the time, effort, and discipline needed to achieve that goal. And then the third way, or the third step, would entail getting adequate sleep and eating only fruits and vegetables, eating foods that allow you to thrive, prosper, and flourish, and getting REM sleep so that you can be in beauteous energy the next day, have indefatigable energy, and be ready and raring to go and be all revved up. When you're tired, as I am now, when you're frazzled, torpid, debilitated, it renders you impaired, and it renders your cerebral faculties less efficient, so your decisions may become inefficacious if you're functioning at a lower level due to being eminently fatigued beyond explanation. So get sleep, eat healthy, minimize distractions, minimize unnecessary trips, excursions, and frivolities. Cut them out, eliminate them, terminate them, eradicate them. They don't serve you. And what else? Stay focused on growing one business at a time to attain profound results that allow you to offer unprecedented value to your customers, your target market, and the multiverse as an aggregate. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful, captivating, and enthralling. And I hope that the takeaway from this video will help you towards achieving unprecedented success in your future, worthwhile, meritorious, remarkable endeavors. I hope that you found this video to be eminently informative and, of course, beneficial. Have a wonderful day, and allow this information to be assimilated into the bowels of your mind. Allow it to marinate in the chasms of your mind, and reflect on it in the future, because it will come in handy. It has a pragmatic application if you apply it. If not, then it's meaningless. So apply these principles, apply these tenets, apply these practices, apply these steps, apply these strategies to maximize your productivity. Take care of your mind, vessel, and spirit. Focus your attention on one business solely, and minimize distractions and cut off frivolities, and you'll be surprised. Success doesn't happen overnight. It takes literally takes tens of thousands of hours to elicit the results that you desire. But those comfortable results can be attained. It's just a question of how much discipline, effort, and time we want to put in to being able to achieve those results. And following these steps will help you create a recipe for profound success. You don't want to wallow in despair. You want your business to allow you to thrive and allow you to become wealthy and affluent and provide you some means to attain your higher aspirations. If you don't follow these steps, then your business may plummet, remain stagnant, or only attain mediocre success at best. The people who attain the highest level of success are the most disciplined, typically, so just bear that in mind. At the end of the day, it's all about self-discipline and putting in the time needed to get done the work. You make the sacrifice now. You plant the seeds for success now. You make the sacrifices now. It will pay off in the pending future. You just have to have faith and remain steadfast to your convictions and work hard to attain those results. I'm done prattling on and on. I already reiterated myself far more than necessary, but I'm preaching to the choir at this point. Once again, I hope that you found this video to be bedazzling. Have a glorious new year. Goodbye.